Oh my gosh. Hi guys. So this is my little cooking show. Everything is a hot mess because my bunny has been sick lately and I have been working a lot. So sometimes other things kind of lose their priority, even though cleanliness should be number one. So that's luckily what I have time for to do today. Anywho, what we got going on over here is there's avocado, tomatoes, some green onion, and you know, I put about like 2 whole things in there. Like I just kind of chopped it a little so it ain't so crazy. Then I like to squeeze some lime. Now you could also use lemon. However, this is what we got in stock today. I'm making like an ahi, kind of like the salsa dip for my empanadas. Thank you very much. Now, were they self-made, handmade, handcrafted today by me? No, but by my fellow Colombianas in this community, yes. So the thing is I don't love their ahi. Now traditionally you don't put avocado in it, but I just love the creamy taste of it. Normally it kind of looks more like this. Woo! Little splash, never hurt nobody. Yeah, but so I just like it creamier. You know, and normally like you'd have the tomatoes. It's a little more chunky, so the tomatoes would be chopped or diced. But we're doing a little different version today. However, it is the bomb. Okay? I ain't gonna lie about that. So I'm gonna heat up my empanadas just a little bit more so that when this is all done, y'all make sure I don't burn that, okay? We cannot have burnt empanadas tonight. So I'm gonna add, for show, some garlic, because y'all know with this COVID nonsense that we gotta keep our immune systems real strong and our breath even stronger. So yeah, I like to add, let's see, I kind of eyeball it. I just add what I feel intuitively is good. And I like to add those nice and big and thick chunky pieces like that. And I'm probably gonna add, you know what? Let's go bold today. Why not? So I'm gonna add 4 of these bad boys to our ahi today. Now, if this was a little more tidied up of a show, I'd have this all prepped, but you just gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta start somewhere. And it's totally fine. So then I'm gonna add my last one. Now make sure you don't get all that skin on there, okay? That is the key. You don't want it too skinny now, okay? So we got the cloves. We're gonna add some salt. Now you can do this to taste. Now, from what I remember on the last batch, it kind of was lacking on the, so I'm gonna add just about, you could probably do less than that. I'm gonna do about that much. Start there. See, you can always add more, but never less. So don't fudge your recipe up too soon when we're just getting started, man. I like to add some pepper. I also added, this is Thai chilies. I added a couple of these And that's just, I added about 3, but that's just depending on how spicy you want it. You can add less or more. Then we cannot forget our main ingredient here. This is the key, okay? The key is the green onions and cilantro. So, oh my. So I'm gonna do about this much. It's about a handful. So it's a nice generous amount. Honestly, I feel like the more the better. Cilantro is a great I'm like herb, plant, leaf, what's the word? Anyway, it's a great thing to add to your diet. It's a heavy metal detoxifier, which if you didn't already know, we absorb tons of heavy metals in our diet without even realizing it. Not just through the air, which that's not some pseudoscience. There's actual scientific documentation that we got high amounts of aluminum and all kinds of heavy metals that are being absorbed through our skin and into our bloodstream on a daily basis. And there's cumulative effects that has on our nervous system, our endocrine system, our glands, our hormones, our cognition. There's been some studies that have shown that high levels of aluminum can lead to dementia, and we ain't trying to lose our minds so early on, y'all. I'm trying to have a long, sharp life. So, yeah, you can juice cilantro. It's amazing stuff. So, the more the better. Also in our deodorants, if you didn't know, tons of aluminum. So it's really good if you get the natural stuff. There's kind of a, what's the word, adaptation period for your body to get used to, you know, the more natural stuff. And really, if you can, I mean, you know, there's days throughout the week where I'll purposefully, there's the antiperspirant. Long story short, like, sweating is good. It's good for your armpits to sweat. Now, it may not look good, and that's another story, and that's where we, you know, wearing dark colored clothing is cool, because nobody knows. But as far as odor goes, I found that, like, the salt crystal, those work really well. They have now versions of the same, it's like the same ingredients, but they have it in these, like, little roll-on sticks. Those work really well for me. I don't smell at all. And also what helps is internally, like, ingesting chlorella. So you can get the tincture of it, you can put it in your water. It's gonna turn everything super green, but it's really, I'm sorry, chlorophyll. Chlorella is really good for heavy metals as well. That's a whole nother side story. Superfood, green algae, all that good stuff. But yeah, let me continue. So we got that. Cilantro. Now we're gonna want to add, I like to add some apple cider vinegar and water. So clean water. Don't use tap water. You don't, again, you're not trying to poison yourself, and there's a lot of poisons in our water. You'd be amazed if you just look at, let's see, if you just look at your city, you know, online, and you Google what's in the water supply for your city and state, you're gonna be like, what in the hell are they doing? So, you know, don't trust just because it's coming out of a faucet that it means that it's safe. Don't do that. Don't put your trust in the wrong hands, okay? So, I don't know, I guess I added about a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, something like that. And now I'm gonna add some clean filtered water. I use alkaline, definitely purified when possible. The place that I go to, they take out the fluoride in the water, which again, there's a lot of misinformation surrounding that. Fluoride used to be used in Nazi concentration camps to keep the prisoners more docile. And it just so happens that we are flooded with fluoride in our current water supply. Now, in some countries, they've made it illegal, thank God, and they don't allow that type of shit. I mean, it's one thing, maybe a little bit on your teeth, but which is another controversial thing. Is fluoride really essential for clean teeth, cavity-free teeth? There's been studies that have been done in third world countries in Africa, and you look at these children's teeth and they are amazing, flawless, no dental issues, and they're chewing on neem sticks, you know, and they don't have any use of fluoride in their dentistry, if, you know. So it's interesting, and yet, you know, the country that has the most fluoride prevalent in its dental industry, we have the worst teeth. I mean, of course, our diet has something to do with it, but I don't think it's any accident now. And then the whole thing about them finding that fluoride can create a excess buildup of calcification of the pineal gland, and the pineal gland is kind of where your third eye would be. And they call it the seat of the soul. I mean, that's where the magic happens. So it's kind of interesting that this chemical kind of wreaks havoc with this specific part of the body. And yeah, again, be careful where you put your trust in. Who, what, I can't speak today. But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this little bit. Now I'm just so excited because I have not, this is my first time really messing with the food processor in my 31 years of life. I mean, I've used it a couple times at like people's houses, but I never really had one and used it, and I've had it for a minute, but I just haven't used it yet until the first time that I made this, like yesterday. So it's kind of exciting, so I thought I would document my journey. So yeah, I like it a little creamy, not totally, but I have it like at a level 6, and you can get this on Amazon. It's by the brand, I don't know, Cuello, something like that. But it's great. It's like my little blender and everything all in one. You know what would help? Oh my God, y'all. This shows you how infrequently I use this. So what had happened was I got so excited that I forgot to put the blade. Now you ain't gonna go nowhere without that blade. So, easy thing to fix. And start by pouring all the juice. Oh my God. I'm a little sloppy, y'all. My goodness. But I'll tell you what, I won't be making this mistake again next time. Great, beautiful. So once you got everything back in, if you made the same mistake as me, and you know what, just for kicks, shits and giggles, I'm gonna add a little more lime juice. The last time that I made this, I forgot the lime juice, so I'm just really happy to have it. So we're gonna give it more love today. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this because it's my first time doing like a cooking cooking thing, but you know, why not? YOLO. Life is short. I think some of y'all might have a kick out of this. So then plop it down. Boom. Set it and forget it. guys remember that? Just set it and forget it. Ooh, I think I added a little too much cream, but that's all right. All right. Let's give that a little whirl. Let's see what's happening there. Okay. It's a little bit on the vinegary side. I would add, I'm going to add some more cilantro. And I think more onions would be nice. So this is pretty much what I do, you know, you just add to taste, you know, you got to do a taste test and see what's happening there. And you can kind of taste what's missing. I think I have plenty of garlic. I can definitely taste that. I'm going to add a little more kick to it as well because I'm trying to clear my sinuses out, y'all. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but I like to breathe. I really do, especially since this whole, all these face mask mandates, and I get it, and you know, I know the virus is a real thing. I just don't think that, you know, I don't know. I think there are healthier ways in which we can maintain our health and others that don't involve suffocating. And again, it's a little controversial, but you know, I'm kind of the black sheep of humanity, so that's okay. So let's open up those passages, add a little more jalapeno. Woo! I'm a hoop. Okay, I think, you know, I meant to add a little more avocado this time around, but let's see. That's good. That's good, but like I said, we are going to do this like my style today. And I want some creaminess, okay? Like, I am not joking around. It's interesting how sometimes it's like your body craves certain things. Like it knows what it needs if you just listen to it, you know? And right now, my body is craving so much avocado and just, I guess just like healthy fats, huh? Huh? Like gonna be my new best friend forever. I'm like, how was I going my whole life food prepping and shopping? Like, I'm so used to doing it that when I first used it the other day, I was still like slicing my avocado and slicing my tomatoes before I put it, and then I'm like, I caught myself, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, that's the point of this. So I'm just, my mind is just wrapping itself around this whole concept. It's just, it's mind-blowing. I feel like an old lady, you know, who just discovered the typewriter or the computer. I'm like, say what? There's a thing called the web and the internet and emails, and I can look anything up. What? You know? Oh yeah, baby. I think it could use a little more salt. It's definitely got a nice kick to it, how I like it. So I'm gonna add about yay much. And oh, that was the thing I added last time. So I don't know if you guys have anything like this. It's like a mushroom powder. It just, now this isn't really in the traditional Colombian, didn't do that much, recipe, but it just kind of rounds out the flavor, I notice. It just makes it a little more savory or something. It's good. I bet my fellow Colombians are like, what are, that is not ají, girl, but you know what? Y'all try this and then tell me it's not. It is dank. It's kind of like a guacamole, but not quite. Okay, well that's a wrap. Oh, let me put it on the empanada. How about that? This really completes this. So, look at that. You see the steam? It's nice, y'all. It's real nice. So what you do is you get a little bit, you pour it right on top, okay? And then you take a bite. Yes. Dank. Okay, y'all. I guess I'll make another cooking video at some point. But for now, enjoy. Hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed, wonderful day. Hope you learned something new. And if you make this recipe, tell me how it goes. Tell me if you like it. Peace. Bye.